Some of them will tell you 100 times, 99 times, and they still kept going. So for us, I mean, our experience has been farm, but we always, let's start from somewhere. As I said, so starting doesn't mean I have to have the land or the cattle. It might mean I partner with somebody who already has it, or I work for somebody who already has, or volunteer, do it for free.
Which goes back to the point that we did discuss earlier around availing yourself to learn, to get mentored from somebody who's walked the walk and really knows what are the things to look out for. Veronica, do you have insight or any comments based on that question?
Yeah, I think just to echo what Agnes has said, it's like the journey to get into fully successful farmer or of livestock or crops. It has to start from point zero, where you determine that this is what I want to do. The next step, it could be, I could succeed by getting a piece of land in Ekurhuleni, and this person will not have any land, but because she's also driven, she'll go and volunteer in a farm. So I think what is very important is your self-belief and self-drive to go and identify solutions.
Cooperatives, risk mitigation and management around, all these other issues that we face as farmers that are within this agricultural sector. So thank you for your valuable insights, and I hope that the youth of Bakgala have learned quite a lot from you. The last thing I'll ask is, how can we get a hold of you? I'm a young person. I probably don't have the thought or the process now, but I may have a question for you later, and I would like to get a hold of you. How do I do that? Can we quickly share that, if possible? And once we've done with that, we'll then take a picture and wrap it up.
Okay, so our email address...
In the farming sector, must you repeat?
My email address, Veronica, C-A at the end, V-E-R-O, C-A at the end, V-E-R-O-N-I-C-A.
Myself, a very well round of applause. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Ke tshwere rabrabo e tlang le Vixi ha le ka re fela hanyane fela ke tla le thoba nna gani hanga le fa 10,000 re ke lokise ya 10,000 re ke lokise re tlo bitsa Precious was social media. I hope today le hashtag the right hashtags. Re bona gore ke mang a tlo winang the mula. Precious, over to you, my lady. Oh, my selector. How sa mutlisa ka ngomanyana. Like ba ya R&B. Lady, I love you. Ungarile, walla no.
Bakgala, no, it's hashtag, right? And the hashtags that you are supposed to use when you comment, when you share, the feet is rilwana kaofela. Whatever was rilwana kaofela. Whatever was, just post content, okay? Rutli like it.
Yeah, it's abatala. Abatala. Lito jan harijamo rejella saruri. That's why something ro khap. Rejella saruri. That's why something ro khap. Ne re kopa le dlaleng the clip ya rona, just the snippets re bona hore be kwenta ka la tolo. re tla fetiwa ke di-gold tsa mo di-mining ka baka la go se tsebe bathong ke nkare la utswa bathong matlhogo a rona netso motse ke di-cold drink ka mo ke kopa sia A1 moo ka mistake thanks love A1 a ba bone A1 ke late thanks wena ke tsamaya le wena microphone you can take a microphone and then microphone you can take a microphone and then you can use the podium. Danke.
Halala muruleng halala. Halala le Rome halala. Kampoke li Rome. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Are you still happy to be here? Who wants to go home? Who wants food? Okay. My name is Gilbert and I'm working for NEXA. NEXA stands for South African. What is a nuclear reactor? A nuclear reactor is a machine that can change materials from one form to the other. Mine gold, you will find uranium. So uranium is taken, it gets processed, we put it inside a nuclear reactor. From there, it will undergo transformation. It will change from being uranium into something else, different elements. But at NEXA, we are interested in element number 42, which is molybdenum. If you break your leg right now, you go to the hospital. Will doctors remove your skin and your muscles for them to see your bones? Disease, but you can treat it. But why is it killing? Because from how it starts growing and growing and growing. Once it reaches a certain stage, doctors will say there's nothing we can do for you. Please go home. You only have 6 months to do. You guys are going for 6 months. Buy all the chocolates and ice cream and finish them in a day. So the trick about cancer is it must be picked up at an early stage. Once it can be at an early stage, once it can be picked up at an early, and it starts as a size of the middle of your brain. To be able to locate it, that's where nucleus. Who was born? Next year, Safari 1 is turning 60 years. Safari 1 is not going to run forever. So in 10 years' time or in few years' time, it will stop operating. It's not going to run forever, just like your grandparents' car. So we need to replace it. We need to replace it. And for that, we need scientists and engineers. So this is my message today. Young people who are still at school, we have a challenge now in South Africa. We are very rich in mineral resources. By show of hands, who can tell me we are very rich in mineral resources? By show of hands, who can tell me they know the final products that are made from platinum and chrome, all this in Rustenburg and Bakgala? Who knows the final product from those minerals? Anybody? I was giving an example now on the stand, saying we are like a gentleman who owns a cow. Every morning milks the cow, and in the afternoon you go and buy the milk from your own cow. Because every day we go underground, we mine these minerals. After that, somebody else takes them. And later on, they come back to us. When these minerals leave our country, it's 100 rand per gram. They come back, it's half. Because to take these minerals from the raw material to the final product, we need scientists and engineers. For us to build Safari 1, Safari 2, the next reactor, we need scientists and engineers. And this mineral uranium, before we use it to produce nuclear medicine, it also follows the same path. It leaves South Africa first. It goes overseas. Then they refine it, they process it, they package it, then it comes back to us. And that's where job opportunity is. We need to take these minerals from the raw material and do all the steps in between to go to the final products. But we won't do that because we are producing more lawyers and more pastors than scientists and engineers. It's like far the best because it's reliable. It is available 24/7. We need to build more interaction. The main ones, there was a role for many people who are in the science and engineering streams. Whether it is chemistry, whether it
Wosanka awa. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hosanna. Yeah, no. What are sometimes ne? Di kreka di tswana, hona le etsa di hosana, hona le tsetsa sekgowa, you know? Di kreke tsa rona bo Samari. Tsa sekgowa tsenkang 20 minutes. Ba kobisetsana, di squabbles krekeng, di squabbles. Oh, maphiri o bua. Yone. Yo, lwena wa fola man. Yone. Yo, lwena wa fola man. Mighty warrior, great in battle, Jehovah is your name. One understand? Limudimu ha write it. That's my child. That is my child. Yo. Kamo le Rome kamo, yes. O kana fela kerekeng fe gore wa tsa sometimes re ke tla mo before ke bitsa motho sometimes ne hore modimo ska a re araba wa tsa rona as black people re tsang ra rasa, you know, ra rasa sometimes modimo ba tla silence like o mo kope wa utlwa hanolo sometimes modimo la mo rasetsa. That's why Modimo asiyo ko KZN. Modimo ko Botswana, Lesotho, you understand? No, because when you pray to God, you must be gentle. Hona le merafe e meng ha e rapela Modimo. Ai right. Ha bona Mosotho ha rapela ne, Modimo wa utlwa wa araba. Utlwa Mosotho a kena ka mo kerekeng a re kwale mahlo. Intro fela konyana e lokileng. Tau e kgolo ya leloko la Juda. Tlotlo la Israele. hloho ya ditaba. Wena ya re tshepisitse. O utlwa le Modimo a shebile wa blushanyana. That's my joy. Oh, Mazulu le Maxhosa. Mazulu le Maxhosa. Arapela fela. Wena simakade ngadla uyandazi ngoku ndiyakuthandaza hoza manje wena. Uchika Mudimu wena, uchika Mudimu. Siyakubiza manje ubiza Mudimu wena. Mudimu uthole trap. And that's why like at the graduations. Keep on about baris nako ba. Guys, nkile wa kwa di graduations. Maxhosa le Mazulu a re senyetsa nako. Cause ha ba bitsa Motswana mole, ha rie ao ba khatla, wa understand? Ba bina gabo done. Ba feta. Mosotho e la ngwana nda de fela ga hata hala. Ngwana mo shwa ha. Ke Maxhosa le Mazulu a re sentsa nako. Ba bitse ngwana hae. Plus Maxhosa wes. Asanda janji. Out of nowhere, dinganibetha nonke ngumntanami lo khwa ndambeletha anindazi izapha mntanami ndiyakuthanda ngoku re batla uya hae bona makhwa tshwile what is happening lona re tsebe van Wyk lona re tshwile re bona re le so we are scared so ke tlo bitsa ba re ke nkare nako la rona e fihlile ela ya batho ba ho rata dijo di ready guys so e re ke founela boss ya ka e botsa hore ba le tsholele na ba tle manje okay le tlo latella di ashas tsa lona ke tsele di ashas emisa matsoho ba le bone mo di spotong tsa lona ke ba le di ashas tsa rona kopa le ba sa le morao today re fetsa ka nako bona no le a re lwana ke ba nshute sa di last so I ke a pretender so
Can I remind you that the ushers, so we don't all just stand up if they haven't shown, you any indication of standing, please sit. Otherwise we have to stall the process. So go back, take your seats, the ushers will direct. Kaofela re tlo ja. Ha re